This is one of the techniques that we use for adding this back flap to compensate the take-up of the spring. So as you can see here, I have double folded piece of fabric, and I use rounded metal rod, similar that we use for relaxed shades, for example. So this is the last cord, the last ring, and I have the flap itself just about to hide it from the bottom. It doesn't matter how long, how wide it will be. I would say 2 inches minimum. The width of it is enough to cover first and last columns. It doesn't have to go all the way back side to side of the shade. So this one is stitched at the bottom hem here, because this sample is it uses lining, so you can easily have a stitch. But when you are working with blackout shades, you don't want to have those top stitching lines shown at the front. So here is another sample, blackout, pretty much the same back flap. This time I'm using flat bar, so you can use either one, as long as it's sturdy and it covers all columns. Okay, and this one, you see a little top stitch here, but that top stitch is just on the flap itself, and I have glued the flap to the hem, which is also glued to the blackout. Okay. The point here is that this bar connects all the cords, not just a few of them, and it has to go around all the cords. So when you pull, you open, you pull all cords simultaneously. When you let it go, this little flap makes that compensation for the take-up of the shade. It is a very common mistake that when you see that bubble happening, you will advance the cords at the back. Don't go over 1 inch when you do that, because if you keep advancing the cords, they will wind up at the spools, and this basically weakens your shape, so you're not helping in it. And here is another method. You can simply attach your solid piece, flat or round bar, after your last ring, and just have a little bit extra cord length to compensate for that take-up. And now you have your flat funnel shape.